Central terminal. The victim, recovering tonight, says he was physically attacked overnight after trying to step in to help a woman who was being verbally attacked. Well, tonight, that Good Samaritan telling his story only to Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger.
He has a shattered eye socket, a broken jaw, a giant gash in the back of his head.
It's not a way to live. I'm not liking the city, my city, and I grew up here. I'm born and raised.
And from his hospital bed tonight, Kenneth Haygood described the encounter he had early this morning while waiting for a 5 train home from work as he stood on the mezzanine at Grand Central.
And then I see a woman over there, very attractive, standing by herself. And then all of a sudden, this guy appears, and he started yelling in her face and waving his arms in her face. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Is he getting ready to hit her or something?
He says he walked down the stairs to the platform, put himself between the man and the woman, and called 911.
It's like, where's he at? I said, he's coming at me right now. He's walking towards me with his, intent. And they said, where's he at now? I said, he's right in front of me.
Kenneth says he was speaking to dispatchers when the man attacked him. The next thing he knew, he was in an ambulance.
He has a cranial brain bleed, lacerations in his head, fractures all up and down his orbital bones.
Hours later, his sister Mia got a call that Kenneth was at Bellevue after the man had knocked him down and kicked him repeatedly in the head. Cops quickly caught the assailant, who they say has multiple prior arrests, including at least one assault. The woman didn't stick around.
My brother is a hero. He's paying for it right now, but I am very proud of the man that he was raised to be, and the fact that he saw a woman in distress.
Would you do it again?
The fact that he saw a woman in distress.
Would you do it again?
Hell yeah, I'd do it again. Hell yeah. Because that could be my mother, my sister, anybody else. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that in my presence.
Along Candler. Breaking news here. Police are investigating a deadly shooting in DeKalb County. It happened at the gas station along Candler Road. In Channel 2, Steve Gelbach is there live. Steve, you just got an update from investigators there now. What do you know?
Oh, they're still looking for a man and a woman in a car that sped off from this gas station. They were parked at a pump around 2 a.m. this morning when police say that just a bystander here at the gas station was hanging out, saw a couple in that car fighting. He says that the woman was being beaten by that driver, and then the driver supposedly pulled a gun on the man who came up to the car, tried to defend that woman because he saw that fight going on in the car. But that's, again, when they say that victim was murdered here. They were parked right here at one of these gas pumps. And then again, we know that the suspect and the woman who still may be in danger sped off from here. We don't have a good description of that car. Was only told it was a white vehicle, and we have no information on this victim. But again, it sounds like he wasn't even connected to this couple. Just saw what was going on here at the gas pump, wanted to defend this woman, and stepped in, and now he is dead. And we'll work to get more information again on possibly the suspect, the car, and this victim who lost his life. I have another live report for you coming up in the next half hour. I have another live report for you coming up in the next half hour.
So see, the person who came up and tried to help, that's the person that lost their life.
Correct.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Recha HaKwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Also honors to you other brethren, fellow believers, you supporters of the truth, even you few sisters, and let me say shalom to the elect. So anyway, I've been meaning to get to this video. This was shared to me by a brother in a group chat, and another brother responded, Ashawn Prince of Power, Ashawn space Prince of Power, one word. You can subscribe to that channel as well. It says, don't be a it says, don't be a captain, save a thought, right? Also, another brother responded, Amawan Abad 444, which he has different channels. If you don't know his channel, subscribe to his as well. Maybe other brothers that did it as well, so I don't know. So I just wanted to do a short commentary on this video. There's a guy, well, the one guy got beat up. The other guy, brother Ashawn Prince of Power, did a research and found another video, right? And he put that in there, and he showed the guy at the gas station, right, who intervened in a situation with another man and his wife. He pulls out a gun, and that's what happened on the second edition. the guy pulled simple, the simple, right? That's what simp means simple. The simple pulls out a gun and goes and threatens the man and his wife for whatever reason they got going on, and he gets shot. Okay, so what goes wrong here? We're not in a society, number one. First of all, to you younger brothers or brothers maybe new in the faith and don't understand this, this is why we do these videos. Paul said it best, those that have wives be as though they had none. I wish you were like me and didn't have a woman. But if you should so-called have a woman, and now you see how dangerous Eve can be and the simps can be. You in a two-way you're in a two-way situation, a two-edged sword, so to speak. Now you're doubling your chances of getting yourself hurt or killed. Now we have faith in the Lord, but at the same time, the Lord gave us discernment, use proper wisdom. And if you don't, this could be the outcome. So it's best not to, if you can, avoid arguing with your woman anyway. Sometimes it get that way. We understand that, especially in public. Especially in public. Because in public, what happens is, first of all, it doesn't look good. But second of all, you got these simps who will come swoop in to the rescue and try to save them. Right? So you got to watch it. Be careful. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, seeketh to whom he may devour. Now, on the other part of it, this woman, we don't know what happened. As all the brothers brought out, this man was arguing with this woman for a reason. And we know women today aren't, go look it up in etymology, and you'll see what woman means. So, everybody understands, and this is the crazy thing about it. Right now, it's all about so-called protecting the black woman, right? This is what all I'm saying. But somehow, what happens when you take a person and give them the rights to do whatever they want to do, knowing they'll be delivered from that situation? They'll go on and continue to do it. And so what will happen is that guy that got shot probably had a wife or a woman or someone. The one that's driving the car that shot the guy, now he's probably going to jail if he gets caught. And then that's two Jakes off the street. And where's this woman going to go? You already know. Anyway, Sirach, I'm on all in the Apocrypha on this one. Sirach 11:9, strive not in the matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Right? So really, you shouldn't even be in the mindset of being with a wicked woman on that level, or a wicked so-called friend. Proverbs 4 said, enter not in the path of the wicked. And we know 99% of Jake is wicked. My son, meddle not with many matters. For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. Right? And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shall thou escape by flying. Let me read that again. My son, meddle not with many matters. Right? Going into philosophies as well, that we must save Eve. Right? For if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, like this guy did, thou shalt not obtain. He never obtained what he sought for. Neither shalt thou escape by flying. Okay? So this is not a good thing. And as the other brother brought out, meddle not in many men's affairs, other men's affairs, and that's really going into the brotherhood, but also in general in the world. You're not of these people. This is why we do these videos. We understand that 2/3 are going to get stuck in that same old rut. They're going to go run and try to protect Eve. Eve is going to cause all kind of havoc. She's going to do whatever the hell she wants. She can curse out the police. She can even go in McDonald's and shoot buildings up. They'll give her some slap on the wrist. They'll say that she's mentally ill. She's got postpartum depression. You know, all kinds of things will be rolled out for her. But when she has a little son and he grows up and he shares those same characteristics and those same behaviors, well, guess what? There's not going to be any leniency for him. This probably explains why they wanted Jake out of the household. Again, Eve, if she's given the license to do whatever Eve wants to do, there's going to be, like if this guy was on the outside and he's seen this man, like if I saw a brother going back and forth with his woman, I would know, well, maybe he might have some issues, but that's his glory. That's his woman. That's the problem. He's Eve saying, oh, I belong to you, you belong to me, in a sense. But for the most part, you're the possession, right? You're the head. That's the order. And this whole place is out of order. So what did you expect this dude to do? Right? What do you expect this dude to do? The whole place is out of order. Right? Let me go on here. Sirach 25:20. Let me see here. As the climbing up a sandy way to the feet of the aged, like a 70-year-old man, 60, 70-year-old man trying to run up a sandy beach is tiresome. So is the wife full of words to a quiet man. So I've even witnessed some years back, sitting in a location, there was this Eve. She was cursing at her boyfriend or husband, let me say her husband, and he never said anything. He just smiled and shook it off. And when it gets to that point, she has no respect for you anyway. And as long as Eve sees that money, and it says, in God we trust, and your face is not on it, you are not going to get the respect that you claim you should get. Now, we're talking about the average Eve. I'm not saying some of the sisters or women who are trying to wake up and understand this, right? But as long as Eve sees that man's money on that bill, or you are constantly paying bills to this man, you're in subjection to this man, everything you do is of this man, well, guess what? You will never have that respect. And this is why the simples gain favor by coming in protection mode. Because that's the only way they can play God to these women. I remember sitting in a location, and these Eves, one was in a wheelchair, one was damn near on a cane, right? And it was sliding doors. I think one of them, all you had to do is hit the button because they have it for the handicap. And a simp jumped up, old simp too. He jumped up, slid across the room to go open a door that was already opening. And he told these senior ladies, have a good summer. And they looked at him up and down like he was crazy. Now understand that in this society, Eve wants to be independent, and you're not letting them be independent, and that's going to cause you further trouble. Because as long as they can switch back and you super simps are going to go run to the rescue and protect them, they will never see what it's like to be in the position that they should be in. Right? Ecclesiastes, Sirach 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. This ain't nothing new, by the way. Even back in Babylon, man. This is nothing new. Jake has always had issues worshiping the Queen of Heaven. That was part of worshiping the other gods. The Queen of Heaven whole ideal, really, when you look it up, is about harlot, being harlotism, or if that's a word, being a harlot, or supporting and praying for the harlots. You can look this up. This explains why you see what you see in the attire that is being worn in our society. Sirach 25, 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift from the Lord, of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. So the Most High has given us a glimpse of what things, or the light is showing of what things are supposed to be and how things are supposed to go. Right? This is what it's supposed to be. But you tell Eve this? Nope. Some of them, even in the truth, ain't going to agree with this. Well, they'll agree with it, but are they going to do it? Maybe, who knows? The majority know. So if this Eve was yelling back, first of all, if you're stepping on the outside, and you're seeing this, don't these Eves, don't they know that they are the weaker vessel? But see, we see what the media does. We see what all the movies show, right? All the Jakes getting their ass kicked. If they got even Jake in a movie at all now. You see what I'm saying? So their mindset is programmed to be the head. And now that they're pushing being the head, they're using the fact of their femininity, if you want to call it that, to gain advantage over you. So they're saying, I'm feminine, I'm a woman, I'm a lady, but I'm still strong. They listen to these songs. They listen to R&B. They listen to music. And then you Jakes, you listening to the rap. You got a double two-edged sword, right? So this other Jake that gets beat up, he doesn't even know what happened. He has no clue if the woman even started. He doesn't care. The woman could have pulled the knife on a man and cut him. But you know what Jake would do? The super simp? He would go protect her anyway, but for some reason she's tender and delicate in his mind. That's in his mind. A tender and delicate woman would not be even sounding like that. Would not even be behaving like that. It's almost like they've put the idea out there that these men are just brutish beasts that go around beating up on their wives. Didn't their wives know that this man was brute? Right? Didn't their wives know that this man was like that from the beginning? Isn't there a cell phone? This is not like the old days you had to go run to a phone booth. Right? Every Eve got a cell phone. Every person, everybody got a cell phone. But this guy calls 911. This is crazy. But that's what it is. Sirach 26 is 23. Sirach 26 is 23. I just want to make this quick. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So we can clearly see if there's a woman who's trying to be righteous, this proves that once upon a time you were wicked as well because of who you dealt with. Right? But upon, the truth and what we know, it says here, if Eve is wicked, then he is wicked. If he is wicked, she is wicked. They are one flesh. But somehow you're righteous. In all your wickedness, you become righteous. You throw in the cape and you go dive in to save this Eve and then lose your life. As I said before, he's going to jail, he's going to the morgue, and she gets to move on. Just a message that your younger brothers or brothers that don't understand these situations with these women and they're in the truth with women. It's not a good idea to get into altercations and these conflicts with your woman in public either. Don't deal with it, man. It's just added stress. Either way, These jakes die from heart attacks, cancer, stress, from paying child support, alimony. Listen to men that tell you. It doesn't always turn out good. Everybody gets a relationship. Yeah, it's going to work great. But nope, it doesn't. This is a simulation. Simulation means not reality. But everybody thinks it's going to work. But then you figure it out. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.